Somebody asked me, did I do a tribute to Michael Jackson? And I said no. I didn't do a tribute to Michael Jackson because there are so many people who already have tributes, and the memorial, today is the day of the memorial. People have a lot of mixed emotions and feelings about this man who just died. I spent the day crying, and I felt really bad that I was crying. I felt like it was ridiculous because, this is just an entertainer, a singer. Did you hear what I said? I felt bad crying because he was just an entertainer and a singer. That's how I felt when I was out, that I shouldn't be crying over this not real person. But you know what? This is such a real person. He was such a real person. And I feel like he was a cousin to me. Isn't that ridiculous? I think it's ridiculous. But it's real. I was crying my eyes out. And I was like, why? Not the, irrational, oh, why, Lord, why? Not. I was thinking maybe Michael is happy being gone. I know he loved life, and I know he loved fun and his children and his causes. But if you don't have any peace, it doesn't matter all the monetary stuff and all the things you have. If you don't have any peace within yourself, if you don't have any room outside the box, what are you living for? How are you living? Is that living? I love me some Michael Jackson. You hear me? I'm sure Michael's going to heaven. That's just me, later for the Bible. I'm sure he's going to heaven because he gave without thinking. He gave without counting. He gave unmercifully. He gave that Man in the Mirror video, the one where the background singer comes and lifts him up off the ground, where he points to the audience, some award show, and tells them to get up. You need to look at that. I mean, he's really telling them to get up. Make that change. Look at yourself first before you start pointing your finger at who should be doing what. This is my heart. Look at yourself before you point the finger at who's right and who's wrong. Look at yourself before you talk about who's going to hell and damnation. Look at yourself and make some changes. Look at yourself and make a difference. Stop waiting for somebody else to do it. I want to say he was an icon. People say he's a legend. I just think he was part of some greatness. Whatever the bumps and bruises, and Michael Jackson. A man said today, they treated his funeral, his memorials like he was a king. He was a king. That's the problem. They forget that we were already born kings and queens. We were already born kings and queens. That's who we are. That's what we are. We just need to step into it and grow up into it. Michael grew up into and stepped into a lot of stuff. My opinion. I love him. I loved him. Music will never be the same. It isn't the same now because of the changes that he made. But in life, what changes have you made? What changes have I made? We complain, we want. What are we doing? What are you doing? For the rest of my life, I promise not to close my eyes, not to not look, not to overlook, but for me. It won't be the man in the mirror. It'll be the me in the mirror to make a difference. How about you? I love you, Michael. I love you guys too. Ciao. Oh, bye-bye.